Welcome to our exploration of the world of statistics, the branch of mathematics where we make a sense of data. In this world, numbers are not just digits, they're storytellers. Today, we're going to decipher these stories by understanding some key statistical terms. First up, let's talk about the mode. Think of it as the most popular item in a data set. For example, if you ask everyone in your class for their favorite fruit and most say apples, then apple is the mode. It tells us what's common in our data, the item that appears most frequently. Next, we have the median. This is the middle value of our ordered data set. If you have an odd number of data points, it's the one right in the center. If it's even, you take the average of the two middle numbers. It's not influenced by outliers or extreme values, which makes it a reliable representative of the middle of a data set. Speaking of extreme values, let's not forget about outliers. Outliers are data points that are significantly higher or lower than most of the other data points. They're like the rebels of the dataset, refusing to fall in line with the rest. While they can be very informative, they can also skew our understanding if we don't handle them carefully. The range tells us about the overall spread of the data. It's the distance between the smallest and largest values. However, because outliers can stretch this range dramatically, it doesn't always give us the best picture of a typical spread. That's where quartiles come in. When we divide our data into 4 equal parts, these are called quartiles. They help us see the distribution of data by segmenting it into quarters. The second quartile is the median, and the first and third helps us to understand the spread of the middle 50% of our data. The interquartile range, or IQR, is the difference between the third and first quartile. It's the range of the middle half of our data set, and it's particularly useful because it's unaffected by outliers. The IQR gives us a better sense of the data's central spread. Standard deviation takes it a step further. It's a measure of how much each data point deviates from the mean or average. By squaring these differences, averaging them, and taking the square root, we find the standard deviation. This tells us about the overall spread of the data and, like the IQR, helps us understand the data's variability without the distortion from outliers. Variance is the square of the standard deviation. It provides a measure of the spread in relation to the mean, but in squared units. It keeps all the information from our data points, including those outliers, by squaring the differences. To truly understand a data set, we must consider outliers and how they affect other statistical measures. They can provide unique insights or present potential errors or unusual occurrences that deserve a closer look. As we wrap up, remember that statistics is more than numbers. It's a lens through which we can view and make sense of the world. With these tools, you're well on your way to uncovering the stories hidden within the data. Join us next time for more insights into the fascinating world of numbers. Until then, keep questioning and exploring.